Hello. Con Tapir, I guess. Maybe there will feel more natural as time goes on. Alright, so thank you all who sent questions. Admittedly, I was a bit worried when 13 hours had passed and I only had one question, but you guys sent a whole bunch in the past 6 hours, so that was great. Alright, so let me start with oh, hey Yuna's in chat. Let me add you as a moderator. Okay. Alright, you're a mod now, Yuna. Okay, let's see. There are a few repeats, and I was gonna try to do the whole how we screenshots all the question she's gonna ask, but that I found out that takes so much time. I wonder how she does it. Alright, so let me start with the questions on the YouTube community side. Okay. What was your first exposure to VTubers? I've answered this a few times in previous streams, but it was basically through clips during the pandemic. Starting with I think it was a Matsuri bandage clip, which led to some Subaru clips, and then finally Subaru talking with Uemama for the first time on Subaru's channel, and that led me to Ui herself. Yeah, that bandage clip got a lot of people, but it's not everyone. There's a lot of people that also got in through Fubuki as well, and Miko and Korone. Okay, next question. Do you like fried ice cream, crispy chicken soup, or sweet hamburger? Or spicy mango juice? Out of all these, two are real food. Okay, I don't like anything spicy. Chicken soup, I've never heard of crispy chicken soup, but I do like clear chicken soup and creamy chicken soup. Hello. Fried ice cream, I've had it before, but not particularly a fan. Sweet hamburger, no, I've never had this. So, what gacha? Yeah, spicy mango juice. I have no idea what that is. What gacha games do you play? Holocure doesn't count. I've played Azure Lane before, and then right now it's Genshin, so I've kind of stopped playing Azure Lane for a while. I find I really can't upkeep more than one gacha game at a time. Not because of any monetary reasons, but more just the time. Yeah, those words should not be together. Well, people can troll words together like alphabet soup, so because you're a clipper, okay, that's not really a question. How do you choose your clips, and how do you choose what is acceptable to clip and what isn't? The clips I choose are mostly through I'll either watch a stream or have something going on in the background while I'm doing something else, whether that's editing a video or that's playing a game. And then when I hear something that sounds interesting, I'll make a note of it. Usually I use the Koro tagger, and then later on I'll look through all of the tags that I've made and see what's interesting to clip. And often, I kind of figured that most of the sort of gotcha moments or meme moments will be clipped by someone else, unless it's a more obscure obscure streamer. So I'll look for things that are not that. Okay. Next question is, are you a trap? I would think I have telegraphed sufficiently that that the soul is an OG-san. I made sure to sort of type that in some of the posts I made, so I would hope I'm not a trap in that sense. But I mean, isn't this more of an eye of a beholder thing? Anyway. Alright, are you watching any anime? I'm not watching any anime at the moment. Most of my time is spent clipping or well, lately just preparing for the debut and stuff. Drawing, live 2D, the design work for the backgrounds and stuff. Maybe things will change later on. I've gone through periods where I watch a lot of anime and periods where I don't watch at all. Just admit you're a JK. You wish. I wish. Okay, if you could perform on stage as a VTuber, what song would you sing? I really don't know what the answer to this would be. It wouldn't really be a Japanese song because I've not really listened to JP songs in depth enough to know how to sing them. I really don't know how to answer this question. Who are the top 3 people you want to collab with? I mean, this is just making wishes, right? So we, maybe Delu, maybe Hiyori Lara, the V singer I like to clip sometimes. Do you have any career or school outside of clipping? At the moment, no. I basically spend like a full-time job worth of time clipping at the moment. So, I mean, that may change later, that may not change later. I don't know how things will go. What region of the world are you from? Southeast Asia. What's your favorite thing about that region? Well, family is here. The food I'm used to is here, I guess. Collab with Yuna so you have proof you're different people. Well, Yuna has to be less busy first, right? And by the way, congrats on the first prize, Yuna. Why the tapir avatar? Are you inspired by any media for choosing the animal? I mean, I've known of the Baku animal, the Baku mythological being for quite a bit. Way back when so this is way back when I was still kind of more actively playing Touhou. I tried to make a character themed after Baku that would sort of fit within that world. So that was sort of in the background for a long time. Then the tapir is because, well, some of you have guessed that I'm Malaysian. So tapir is, and the tapir shown here is a Malayan tapir, so that's why. How much were you into Touhou? I played from EOSD up until Touhou 10 or 11, I think. And then after that, I didn't really play much anymore. Oh, that's not a chicken, huh? I've already said it's not a chicken. How many times already? Alright. What got you interested in going for more niche VTubers clip, even though that's probably not going to get as many views? Well, I basically clip the people I enjoy watching, so I mean that includes some Hololive streamers. So it's not so much I purposely go for niche VTubers, though it tended to end up that way. But it's just who I enjoy. Whether I see a moment that I feel is worth clipping, usually like either a heartwarming moment or them interacting with their chat in funny or heartwarming ways. So yeah, and it's just mostly the moments I enjoyed that I clip. Like if you're doing it for the views, I would be choosing completely different moments to clip. Yura my Sayoshi. Why is Uimama your Oshi? How did you become... Oh, there's a lot of questions here. Why is Uimama your Oshi? It began with kind of... I liked her voice. I liked the way she laughed. I liked how she talks and interacts with chat. I like... very often she's very creative. Like when she did the past Ui versus future Ui stream, when she had JJ take over her channel for a day, when she had both JJ and Uimi, the Lodi version of her, take over her channel, when she had Uio take over her channel. Like these are all sort of moments that I find not as many of the other illustrators do. It's more closer to what a full-time VTuber would do. Like the past Ui versus future Ui thing is very reminiscent of the whole Hachama arc. And in a way, I feel that that is only a one-off for Ui because she doesn't have time to put into VTubing as much. If VTubing was her focus, I really don't know. I really can't imagine what she would come up with. And then besides that, she tries all sorts of things. She had a live. She put out a CD, and she put out a CD that's with a cover and design that's not typical. So yeah. So would that be a Lori Miura? Maybe one day. Maybe someone will draw one. Her pom-poms, don't forget the pom-poms. Yeah, the pom-poms are a pretty inspired design choice. How did you become fluent enough in English Japanese to translate? English has been my strongest language since kindergarten. Japanese, I learned it in university. So it's mostly been classes. I didn't really self-study. Any tips for learning a second language? I guess it really depends on the type of person you are. Like, I kind of needed the formal classes sort of thing. Other people can do it with self-study. But I think the most important is you have to be interested in the language, have something in the language to motivate you to learn it. Like in my case, it was watching a lot of anime, and yeah. What made you decide to start clipping? I decided to start clipping mainly because there was a moment that I really strongly felt that I wanted an English-speaking audience to know of, and that was Lax Sensei trying to draw Kiara and losing his mind over it. That may still be my longest clip ever. I think it's over 15 minutes. And yeah, I mean, my first couple of clips weren't even Mama clips, even though I was watching her a lot at the time. So it was really motivated by seeing moments that I felt other people should know about. Yesterday you said you have mechanical keyboards hobby. Do you mean make it from scratch or modding it? I have both pre-bots and ones that I soldered together myself. So yeah. What's your favorite drink? Maybe ginger ale. Who's your number 2 favorite VTuber? I would say Sui-chan, I guess. I mean, she's definitely my favorite within Hololive. Would you rather eat poison ivy or a handful of bees? What sort of question is this? Poison ivy, I guess. If Cinderella's shoes fit perfectly, why did it fall off? I don't know, she lost weight? How do you let someone know that your hotcakes are selling well? Promotion? What do you like to eat? Teriyaki or takoyaki? I would lean more teriyaki. When I stayed by myself, one of my dishes was sort of chicken with teriyaki sauce very often. So, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? I don't lean particularly either way, like extremely. I would eat it, but I wouldn't specially order it. What got you into editing and how long you've been doing? I've answered the editing part. I've been doing it since I think it's like September-ish of 2020. When you start learning January, what notable memory you have? When did you start learning January? What are some notable memories you can think of during your studies? Why did you start learning Japanese? I've answered most of these, but notable memories from study is I did a summer program in Japan in Ishikawa Prefecture. That was the equivalent of the third year Japanese, and then it was mainly how bad the rainy season gets there. Any idea if you're gonna open a membership at any point? I don't know. I have to be first. This particular channel has to be able to reach that point, right? You're one of my favorite clippers. So okay, this is okay. Favorite music genre and favorite Holo Pro song. Genre. Much earlier, it would be sort of Britpop. I think that's in my teenage years. Nowadays, it's more sort of very. I'm not entirely sure what the genre would be, but it would be sort of very slow and calm synthwave, I guess. How would the balance of streaming and clipping be? I will still be mostly spending most of my time clipping, and I'll try to fit streaming in as it works out. Favorite Holo Pro song, I would have to go with the one that sticks in my mind and sometimes comes up most, and that would be Never Ending Midnight. Okay, that more or less covers the YouTube community ones, I guess. Okay. What did you have for breakfast today? Fried egg. Alright, now for the marshmallow ones. How did you have the energy to do so many clips every day? I'm pretty sure most clippers will get burned out after a single clip and need a whole day to recover. Well, I kind of set the focus more on the translating bit, so you'll notice that most of my clips don't have a lot of edits. Like, I don't move the screen around a lot. I don't zoom in very often. Only very certain special times I would do it. That's because my focus is on the translation and on getting the Japanese into English so that people will know of it, will be able to understand it. So that cuts out quite a lot of editing work. I know there are quite a lot of talented clippers who do frankly amazing things with their clips, and that kind of extends the amount of time you need to spend editing almost exponentially. But in my case, I kind of want to get more moments out rather than have an extremely well done clip. So that's in terms of a time commitment and energy commitment. That's why. That's how. Then, I mean, my main activity is clipping. I mean, I know there are other clippers who they're in school, they're working, so they don't have the leeway to spend as much time on it as I do at the moment. Do you enjoy clipping, and is it hard? I do enjoy clipping. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy it. And is it hard? Yes, it can be hard. It depends on the clip that you're doing. Because sometimes it's a very simple. There's a particular moment in a finite point in time in a stream, and if you know when that moment is in the stream, you can clip it fairly quickly. Or else, if it's something that's more strung out through a stream, or it's like it's a topic that bridges multiple streams, then the amount of time you're spending to like find where the heck the thing is in the first place increases by a lot. Is there any independent YouTuber that you're interested in clipping but haven't had the opportunity to do yet? This is where I'll kind of try to promote someone that I've never clipped before. So there's this VTuber called Hamuchi. She has a very in Japanese you call it Chusei Tekina Koe, a very so she's female, but her voice is very low. I've listened to her mainly as background music, and part of and she's very like, there's not a lot of like big flashy moments on the stream, so it's been very, even though I've watched her for quite a bit, I haven't really found a moment that I could package into a clip, if I could say that. So yeah, it's very androgynous and Ikebo sort of voice. And actually the amount of she has like I think 2 live 2Ds by now, and at least like 4 different 3D models. She also does sort of I guess it would be more like VR chat sort of style, where she's controlling the 3D models with the 3D with all the 3D equipment. So she basically streams for a living. Yeah. Checking if she sings Yorushika songs at the moment. I don't know. I don't recall her doing much singing. Anyway. Okay. How did you first find out about Shigure Ui? I guess I've sort of answered this through Matsuri, then Subaru, then Ui. Nice weather we're having, don't you think? This question sort of depends on where everyone is, right? Every place will have a different weather. Here, it was raining. Opinion on pineapple on pizza, I've kind of answered that. Will you continue drawing fan arts periodically, or that's just something you do during lockdowns? I would like to get back into drawing. But I have to figure out what to draw and stuff. So yeah, it's an open-ended question at this point. Tenki deck. Yeah. I originally followed you because of your high quality clips, and I'm excited to see your debut. What sort of streams will you mainly do? Any special milestone you look forward to? It will be mostly either chatting streams or clip editing streams and some game streams, I guess. What sort of snacks do you like? Is there anything you recommend to your chat? I don't particularly take many snacks nowadays. I'm the type of person that if I start like a box of chips or a packet of chips, I'm likely to just finish it right away. So I don't particularly go out and look for snacks now. But in the past, I really liked the cheese favorite snacks, like, is it Cheezos? Can't really remember. I mean, there are many different types of those. Yeah, Cheezos. They sort of cheese flavored snacks. So, but like the rain, you can be comfortable in, or what kind? Is this do you like rainy days or not sort of question? I guess, I mean, the slowness of more rainy days does appeal. So I guess yes. Who is the very first VTuber you watched, if you still remember? Sort of full-time streams, it would probably be Ui. I got to her through it was jumping through clips before I landed on her, and then I watched her actual streams. Rice or bread? More rice. What got you interested in clipping, and how did it become a hobby? It was the Lex Sensei clip. And then after that, it just slowly built up. First it was clipping whenever I felt like it, then 1 clip a day. Then towards the end of 2021 was when I tried to see whether I could ramp it up and do more. Asahi or Orion? This is a question I actually had to search to figure out what it was asking, and I guess it's asking about alcohol, whether Asahi beer or Orion beer. I don't really drink, and definitely not beer. I would sometimes take a wine when I'm with family or friends, but not a lot. How did you get into YouTubers? Okay, I've kind of answered this. How do you go about discovering new ones nowadays? This is mainly through either YouTube recommends, no drunk Yura stream, I guess. Very likely no. Either YouTube recommends or through. There were 1 or 2 that it was a friend that recommended me to them. Actually, Rikotan was recommended by a JP Discord acquaintance, and then it'll be either through the sort of the mama or papa system. So like Yuri Lara, I found her through after I started following her mama, Yakimayuru sensei. So yeah. Music recommendations. I don't listen enough to be able to do this. Yeah, I think this is best answered by someone else. What got you into clipping? Kind of answered that, I guess. Who is your favorite VTuber and why? And I've kind of answered that. How did you become a VTuber fan? Well, in a way, I've answered that, I guess. Why did you choose to become a VTuber? I kind of went into this during the debut. It was more born of, so it was seeing Rururo Sensei's self-made model, and then wanting to try to make one myself. At the time, it was more, well, it was more like it didn't need to result in me actually VTubing. I just wanted to try it, and see what I could make of it. Then later on it became, well, since I have this, might as well try. What do you look for in VTubers when discovering new ones? Just whether or not they clicked with me. And I don't know, that's a hard thing to define what exactly it is that makes them click. I mean, it may be harder because I'm trying to turn that lens on myself. Maybe someone else who looks at it more objectively will be able to spot the pattern, but I guess in a sense, so if you take Ui and Suisei, it's very much they both work really hard at what they want to do, and I guess also sort of so like also with I follow Delutaya because of the story behind her. Suisei is a lot also because of of the trajectory she's been on. So even though I would say unlike most Suisei Hoshiomis, I'm not that much of a music person, but I really respect Suisei for what she's been capable of doing. Tier list possibly. Oh god. Yeah, very creative and creates a lot of projects. Yeah. Yes, tier list is a landmine. That's why I'm hesitating right there. Is there anyone you would want to collab with in the future? Kind of answered that. Why did you choose to be a Baku Tapia VTuber? Also kind of answered that. Any advice for someone who wants to become a clipper? Find the people you would like to clip. Because as a clipper, you're very often someone's first window into getting to know that VTuber. So you'd want to show as many facets of them as possible. It's kind of like, okay, let's take Matsuri as an example. Up till now, there's still a lot of, especially within the EN community, a lot of people still think that Matsuri is basically mostly about lewd stuff, when there's a lot about her that's very wholesome and very inspiring and very heartwarming, and not a lot of that gets across. So in that sense, the love has to be there. The 愛がなければ何も始まらない。And so as you tried to saying in chat right now, with that love, then you try to make the translation as best as possible. And if you find that whatever moment you're trying to clip, you're not able to pass it over into English or whatever language you're trying to do, then you will start looking for other people to help you look at it, because you don't want to harm or hurt them. Do you prefer corporate VTubers or indie VTubers? This is a question that's a false dichotomy. You like the VTubers you like. It doesn't matter whether they're corporate or they're indie. What is your favorite game? Are there any games that you're waiting to release to play? And maybe stream. Show why your Oshi is your Oshi. Yeah. So, like, for example, I clip Rikotan. Rikotan has a lot of yabai moments, but she has a lot of very level-headed moments as well, where she engages in chat in a very earnest way. And I've clipped those as well. Those don't get as much views, but hopefully, after someone watches a yabai clip, the next recommendation is a more wholesome one. Okay, what is your favorite game? This is an answer that's changed over the years. So there was a time when it was Dune, the Dune series. There was a time where it was Real Strategy. Then there was a time where it was really a lot of Dynasty Warriors. There was time when it was World of Warships all the time. There was time when it was Guild Wars 2 all the time. So the one answer would be the game I'm actively playing now. I start up every day is Genshin, but I don't play it to the level where. When I started playing it, I spent like whole days on it, but now it's sort of on the maintenance sort of level. Then Guild Wars 2 is a real-time sync. Yes, it can be. Well, most of these games can be, as not min-maxing. I mean, I'm as for min-maxing, I would look up things that min-maxers or theory crafters have put out to set my build on the right track, but I wouldn't sweat too much trying to make it perfect. Yeah, balance between wholesome and yabai is not something many channels do. Yeah, because I mean yabai gets the clicks, so a lot of people just go there. Are there any games that you are waiting to release to play right now? No. I mean, during debut, I did list a number of games that I might think of streaming. I mean, most of the games I played in the past, I would consider playing them on stream. Except maybe World of Warships. I think that one is too far gone from what I used to like for me to go back to it. I see you're a fan of Ui. What is it you like about her? Okay, I've sort of answered this one. How long does it take to clip? It really depends on the clip. So maybe like a minute or two long clip, maybe an hour and a half up to 2 hours. So maybe about a year or half a year ago, my sort of rule of thumb was about an hour per minute, but I think I'm a bit faster now. And I mean, well, it also depends on whether there's just one person speaking or it's a collab with like 1,000 different people. A collab will sort of up the amount of time by, well, in a way exponentially by how many people are involved. So this is a question where it really depends on the nature of the clip. Favorite anime waifu, favorite dere type. My favorite anime character is Iwakura Lane. Favorite dere type, I guess Kudere. In the shower, what body part do you wash first? Mainly the upper chest area. What's the clip making process? Do you watch many streams at once until you find something clip worthy? Well, I kind of have things playing in the background most of the time and just note down anytime there's something interesting. Yura takes a bath. Well, it'll be more shower if you're pedantic about it. In this part of the world, a lot of people use bath and shower interchangeably. So yeah, bath stream. No. Love the clips, wish I jumped in sooner. Thanks for coming. How good is your vocal range? Loli, Shota, One-san, Ikemen. I don't have a very good vocal range at all. What you're hearing now is basically it. Can you sing in those ranges? Not really. will you do hand cam cooking streams? Highly likely not. I don't cook very often, so at least not nowadays. Can you touch your elbows together? Aren't you asking the wrong gender type for this? Who let you out of the insane asylum? Never was in one. What are some of the weird, funny, gross habits you have? So when I get the sniffles, so when I was younger and whenever I get the sniffles, I would use my hand and rub my nose almost violently. I do that a lot less nowadays. But if I have a very severe bout of the cold, sometimes I might end up doing that again. And I guess maybe you could say picking the nose. I'll take the answer is you can't. I mean, the soul is male, so I have nothing that can block me from hitting the elbows together. So, what's the color of your pantsu? I'll answer this at the end. 今後何の配信をしたいですか？そして今年の目標とかありますか？ From now, what sort of streams you like to do, and do you have any goals for this year? 最後は推しの VTuber ありますか？ Do you have a 推し VTuber? 今後、雑談の配信と、切り抜きを編集する配信と、時々ゲームの配信をしたいと思っています。今年の目標は、自分に目標とか、目標とかに縛っていないと思うつもりです。I answered. I didn't really put any goals in mind to really aim for. I'm just kind of seeing how this will go. なるのようになる。There's a math question. I'm not answering this. Okay, in high school, math was one of my strongest subjects, but I've kind of not done it for years. Coke or Pepsi? Don't really care, but I would choose Pepsi if push comes to shove. Pizza Hut or Domino's? Pizza Hut, because that's what was here when I was growing up. Burger King or McDonald's? McDonald's. Winter or summer? More summer. Beach or mountain? What's your favorite subject? From Yuna. It was history. In high school, history was one of the strongest subjects, even though it wasn't weighted a lot. And from a young age, I would read like history books, most often when I'm falling asleep. And even nowadays, I would put either a history-related audiobook or have a history-related YouTube video going on in the background when I try to go to sleep. Beach or mountain? Mountain. Early bird or night owl? Ooh. I used to be more of a night owl. But nowadays I keep waking up very early. As you grow older, that tends to happen. Introvert or extrovert? Introvert. Rice or noodles? Rice, but I do like ramen and stuff. Android or iPhone? At the moment it's Android. But I actually do have an iPhone on order on the way, because my current Android, I think the battery is starting to expand. So basically I can see sort of a gap appearing between the main body of the phone and the screen. And when I press the screen, I can feel the screen sort of tipping one way or the next. So I think, and this phone is like 4 years old by now, so it's sort of might be on its last legs. And I'm getting an iPhone because well, since I started VTubing, iPhones are good for that. If it wasn't for trying VTubing, I wouldn't go back to the iPhone. Like years ago, I used a lot of Apple. Then I slowly transitioned out of that for gaming and getting rid of the 3.5mm jack reasons. But yeah, lose your sight or hearing. History to your. Well, different people are interested in different things. Lose your sight or hearing. So much of what I do depends on sight. Although, yeah, I wouldn't be able to hear VTubers anymore, but I mean, I play games, I consume videos, I read books, there's too many stuff I'm giving up without sight. Yeah, high chance of boom when it inflates. Yeah, I think it's about there. Anyway, that's why I'm changing phones. Millionaire or true love? With my current situation, I would choose true love. Travel to the past or future. Dogs or cats? I'm not a pet person at all. Maybe cats. Chocolate or vanilla? Vanilla. Do you have any memorable or interesting stories to share? Okay, the first time I ever did translations or subtitling was not for VTubers. It was many years ago. I was involved in a movie, and it was Chinese language, and I did English subtitles for it. And there was a part in the movie where two characters were conversing in Japanese. So I translated the Chinese script into Japanese for that barely 2-minute portion, and I voiced one of the characters. Yeah, I'm not telling you what that movie is because that will lead to doxing. Nobody asking if the girl Yura is probably thinks a tomboy yet. I would suppose not. How long do you plan on being a Clipper VTuber? What are your future plans? Until I lose interest, I guess. I mean, most things I've done have been I devote the majority of my time to it. until one day somehow the interest is gone and I move on to something else. So I can't really say. This is not something I can tell in advance. If it happens, it happens. You move on with life. Things change. You get a different interests. Yeah. What are your future plans? Well, not as... I mean, I haven't really planned anything out in particular. Even going into clipping was not planned. I just tried to go with it, and it's working for now. Maybe one day it won't work. We'll see. Who are your gachikois or sayoshis? I don't think I really have a gachikoi in the sense that, if we're taking the definition from the Rikotan video, where the gachikoi is the one is the idol or VTuber or streamer or singer, whatever public personality that you would want to date. I don't think I have any at the moment. There was a time that I might have had one. This was when I was drawing fan art of that person, and in order to do that, while doing that, I just listened to their streams over and over and over again, and by the end of it, I sensed this disturbingly large attachment to them that I was like, wait, this doesn't feel right. So I stopped that. Didn't mean I stopped supporting them, but I've drawn fan art for them later on as well, but off the later on as well, but yeah. Keeping it real, riding the wave of whims. I like the mindset. True. Grew out of parasocial. Well, I don't know, in a sense, compared to most VTuber fans, I'm probably on the older side. So, and I guess I'm a bit more reflective of how I feel and what I do. So, so I tried not to do that. Sayoshis. Well, that's simple. Ui and Suisei. And I guess to a lesser extent, Lara. My Japanese is still really bad, so I can't understand what the Marshmallow website is saying. Well, I guess that is an issue. Maybe one day someone will make an English version of this site. Hopefully. How did you become fluent in Japanese? Any tips for people learning Japanese? I've kind of answered this in a sense. What's the best advice? Oh, I've also kind of... What's the best advice you can give to a beginner Japanese learner? I guess I've also answered this as well. Me too, but I have a browser translated extension. I mean, I guess if you use sort of Google Translate, a built-in Google Translate or something, or an extension, most of the things are simple enough that you'll be able to navigate once the translator goes through. Trying to get by, but using this as practice. Can't seem to type. I did not change anything with the with the marshmallow. Not sure why that would be the case. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let me try to refresh and see if there's any newer ones. Not here. New ones, not here. Yeah, you kind of have to have a Twitter account to write there. Yeah, it's sort of integrated with Twitter. Okay. Well, I guess that's most of the questions. Any in chat that any more questions you guys want to ask in chat? Other people put the setting where you don't need to log into Twitter. Okay, I've not tried that. Maybe. I'll have to look at it later on. Yeah, I've got to look at it. Are you gonna open a Pixiv account for your drawings? I might. I honestly haven't look too much into that. I mean, I have a Pixiv account in the sense that I have it to look at drawings on there, but I haven't really posted anything to it. And probably I'll want to create one that matches this user handle. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess to end it off, we can answer the Pansu question. So here, if we zoom in all the way there, does that answer your question? The Pansu question. Yes, pay attention to the drawing. Alright. Pansu question answered. You have enough information to do a fan art. Alright, well, thanks for coming. I haven't figured out when exactly the next stream would be. Well, tomorrow there's something up which from there I may know a bit more about what the schedule will be like for the next few days. So maybe I'll know a bit more after tomorrow. So I'll post it on either or both Twitter accounts, and yeah. So yeah, keep a lookout. I hope later on I'll be able to have a more regular and more sort of figured out in advance schedule. But I think at least for the next month or so, things might be a bit up in the air. But yeah, we'll see. All right, thanks for coming. Otsu tapir, mata tapir. Still not used to that one. Yeah, we'll see. All right, thank you. Bye bye.